You're going to be doubling your thread on your needles and tying a knot. And we are going to sew on our buttons. So trim your tail excess. And I'm going to hide the knot on the back side of the placket. Remember that with our 2 or 4 hole button, we need to allow a little bit of ease and movement in our stitching so that we can make a thread shank. So you can tell that I am allowing this amount of ease. It looks pretty loose. That's going to allow me to have that tall shank that will get the button through the hole. And my goal isn't to fill up the holes until there's nothing. The goal is to go through about 6 times. Now I'm going to come through just to the top, not going through a hole, and I am going to wrap around the button really tightly. There we go. You can see the neck that I've given it. I'm going to pull it tight, then I'm going to knot it. Okay. By going from the back to the front, holding my thumb down, clipping right next to the knot. I've given it the neck that it needs to be able to go through the hole. I have created a little loop. I'm not sure how. The back portion of my button is nice and small and discreet, but this weird loop is annoying. Now with this second button, it is our shank button, so we do not need to leave it loose. We're going to sew it tight. We're going to sew it about 6 times. And we're pulling it very tight. We're making sure that the back remains discreet and small. Okay, so we pulled it tight. Now I'm going to knot here. Okay, and clip my thread. And those are my 2 buttons, which will nicely pass through the buttonholes that you have made specifically for its dimensions.